Today, the nation paused to mark the one-year anniversary of the storming of the U.S. Capitol.
It was on this date, January 6, 2021, an angry mob of Trump supporters who disputed the outcome of the 2020 presidential election stormed the U.S. Capitol. Among the Trump supporters who traveled to Washington, D.C. that day was former Corpus Christi mayoral candidate Joe Michael Perez. Iran Hammy spoke to him about why he was there and whether he would do it again.
Yes, I would.
Joe Michael Perez traveled with a group to Washington, D.C. last January 6th. He was unsure of the 2020 election results and wanted to show his support for President Donald Trump.
When I was there, it was a peaceful demonstration. Now, it's a controversial subject. They may say otherwise, but when I was there, it was like a walkthrough.
Some of the people inside the Capitol during the riot saw things differently.
Democrats and Republicans. I think everybody was fearful, not only for themselves and their own safety and the safety of their staff and family, but just fearful of what was to be that evening.
4 people died in the crowd at the riot, while 3 officers who worked at the Capitol died as a result of that day. Since then, over 700 people have been arrested and charged.
Those who participated in the riots should be severely punished and disincentivized from ever doing it again. And I think the message needs to be sent to anyone else who thinks these ideas, that there will be severe repercussions.
There's a couple of people there right now who are being punished for showing a peaceful demonstration.
Perez says he stands by everything he believed that day, that it was a peaceful demonstration and there was widespread voter fraud despite the lack of evidence. Reporting in Corpus Christi, Iran Hammy, KRIS 6 News.